First subject, Michael J. Fox. I found out I have a lot of anger towards movies from my youth. They just don't seem to hold up for me, and that makes me mad. Shawn, however, is still totally on board with all of it. And me and Shawn accidentally stumbled onto a possible cure for Parkinson's that I just feel dirty admitting that I suggested it. So enjoy listening to us talk about Michael J. Fox. Thanks, guys.
My G.I. Joe code name is Holster, because I'm where guys put it. Yo, Joe!
Fuck. Oh, I noticed you liked something that I put up, which was Layne Staley from Alice in Chains. Like, sometimes I think he's just doing, like, an angry Ethel Merman.
See,
I wanted you to hear...
I Love Lucy.
Who?
No.
Ethel Merman was like a Broadway star. You'll be swell! You'll be great!
Then I didn't get the reference.
That's why the second part of the post said, thank you for reading this week's segment of Charlie makes references no one understands.
Yeah.
But you know that song, You'll Be Swell, You'll Be Great, and all that stuff, and wah! Well, that's what I think Layne Staley's doing, which is, into the floor again! And it doesn't really work unless you can see the jazz hands that I'm doing.
No, I got
it. But it's funny. I'm gonna move this back just a cunt hair because
you got to remember once we
actually get talking, we get loud. So I think that's all right.
Yeah, that'll probably work.
Yeah. So, anyways,
it's so awesome. I finally get to see how much deeper my voice is than yours.
Oh, shut up!
Because it had you, and then it got deeper blue.
Oh, I don't think no, that's decibels.
Well,
I don't think it measures like sexy tone voice.
Well, no, but it's there has to be bass within it, or
of course there's bass within it, but I don't think it. I think it's measuring like decibels.
Well, I know what it is measuring.
I mean, a tweet. I don't know anything about sound.
Yeah.
I don't think you do either. There's no sound in space, Shawn.
Propagation?
So out there, what you're studying to learn will do you no good whatsoever.
You know why there's no sound?
There's no stuff.
There's no medium for it to propagate in.
So I got it right.
Yeah.
I said there's no stuff.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Well, there is stuff, just not enough stuff. Well, no, I mean, space isn't empty air. Especially within the solar system, it's like a couple parts per million of
something,
like hydrogen atoms, or it's just like trace elements, like atoms.
So there is stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can never get there is no such thing as a perfect vacuum. Like there's always the probability of being stuff. It's a quantum.
So there is stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just not a lot of it.
No, yeah.
That's why Back to the Future worked for me as a kid.
Why?
Because the science wasn't that. I'd hate to watch you watch Back to the Future now.
What?
Because of all the scientific shit that makes no sense. And that is what's going to lead me into what I think might be my goddamn opus. I've been wanting to talk to you about Michael J. Fox for 2 goddamn weeks, Shawn.
You've told me.
Grew up watching his movies. Mm-hmm. I can honestly say I think I've seen pretty much every one, except for like Bright Lights, Big City. And I think that's it. Oh, and that one he did with Joan Jett. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, I gotta mention, like, there's like 4 or 5 things I know him from, and that's about it. Everything else is like all his in-between movies, which it makes me feel bad because apparently he was a damn good actor, but
he is a damn good actor.
But all I have is like a very small sample. It's Back to the Future, Teen Wolf. I've seen Doc Holliday.
I need to discuss a lot of things about Teen Wolf with you right away.
Okay.
Not that long ago, I showed my kids Teen Wolf for the first time.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your penis.
No.
No, they've seen that multiple times.
No. Oh, yeah, of course my children have seen me naked. Sometimes in a completely understandable and appropriate way. Sometimes I'm in a hockey mask, running around with a rubber chicken.
Do you have the bunny ears on?
Of course.
Of course, okay.
That's why I'm not allowed in the grocery store. All right? You know this. But I showed them Teen Wolf, and I was like, so what do you guys think? And they're just like, this is stupid. And I was just really? Because I hadn't been paying attention.
You should get your kids.
Huh?
You should get new kids.
No. I should get rid of Teen Wolf. Because then I sat down, Shawn, when's the last time you saw this movie? When is the last time you saw this movie?
We had this discussion when I talked about Jean-Claude Van Damme. It doesn't have to be good acting. It just has to entertain me. It has to be some quality.
The acting is wonderful.
Not really.
First of all, if you ever tell me again that Michael J. Fox's acting was anything above an Oscar-level performance.
Overacts sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to talk about that too. But Teen Wolf. Okay, a lot of things I have a fucking problem with Teen Wolf. All right, 1. This Teen Wolf confirms the existence of werewolves. And he's not hiding away. He's on a high school basketball team, and he's so great at basketball, within one basketball game of him becoming a werewolf, they changed their mascot from a beaver to a werewolf. That shit was not an accident, first of all. That goddamn wolf head was somewhere, and they just went, there. And I'm sorry, a beaver tail on a wolf? No. But here's the thing. Immediately, within a half of basketball... Sorry.
No, I was just too late on that one.
Okay. Within a half of a basketball game, second half of a basketball game, the world learns that there is indeed such a thing as a werewolf, and by the end of the game, we're all totally cool with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Totally cool with it, and there is not mass hysteria. CNN should be in that goddamn town 24 hours a day, 7 days a week covering this shit, being covered by Wolf Blitzer, and that was not a mistake. That pun was completely intended.
Well, I mean, that movie came out in
84-ish?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, wait, it was 85 or 86, because like in South America, they in South America, this is how they marketed it, some country in South America, which is Teen Wolf. First, Marty McFly went back in time, and now he's a wolf. Yeah. What? They marketed it as like a sequel to Back to the Future in South America.
I mean, it kind of is.
It kind of is.
No.
But yeah. And the other thing about Teen Wolf, I don't care who the fuck you are. If I know I am a old wolf, not a teen wolf, if I'm a man wolf, a werewolf man, and I have a son that's about to hit puberty and all kinds of weird shit's about to start happening to his body, the following line in the movie never would have happened. Dad, why didn't you tell me? Sometimes it skips a generation. Fuck that. I would have told Eddie he's a werewolf when he was a fucking tween wolf. No, I don't even have to wait till he's a teen wolf. When he's like 11, like, here, look, here's the thing. Someday. And without warning.
By the way, you're going to be great at basketball. Huh?
Yeah. We got to talk about that, too. Because, you're pretty I don't know, fuck it. But yeah, no, I was, at some point, at some time, could be in the middle of class, could be while you're sleeping, could be while you're fingering a girl for the first time. Everything on you is going to turn into a monster.
That would be pretty bad.
It would be awful.
Oh, man.
The way the fingernails grew.
Oh. And like, yeah. I don't even have a vagina. I can imagine that.
Maybe someday while you're jerking off, you're going to look down at your dick and realize it's like a dog dick with like, it looks like a tube of lipstick.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. That's a good question.
Maybe if you're a werewolf, you can lick yourself there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they always say that, but would you really lick your balls knowing how they smell?
Don't care.
I don't know.
I have to smell all of me all the time.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't care. I can get past smells. Did you see some of the women I slept with back in the day? I can get past smells.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's a great name for a podcast.
Yes, it is.
All right. That's one. Take a shot for, okay, fair enough being said. But no, fuck Teen Wolf. And then the girl is immediately into him right after the game. She ditches her ultra hot, probably rich boyfriend, and she goes for a zoocryptological fucking creature that's not real.
Sometimes when you go wolf, man,
once you go wolf, you learn to rhyme with wolf.
Yeah, there really isn't a whole lot going there, is there?
No.
Golf? No, that's just
golf. Once you go wolf, you can't even say wolf. That doesn't sound good. No, fuck Teen Wolf. You still love this film? When's the last time you saw it? You did not answer that question.
Yeah, it's probably been 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
And I probably didn't even watch the whole thing. I probably was like flipping through channels. Oh, I love this movie, and then keep going.
You know the scene where he comes out as a Teen Wolf to Styles?
And shit? Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, I know what you're talking. Okay,
when he was with Styles,
yeah,
and he's helping, and like Styles is looking for his weed. When I was a kid, by the way, Teen Wolf, the only recorded copy we had of it was recorded off of network television. I did not grow up with that scene in my life.
Nice.
That's a tragedy. But he goes, hey, Styles. I can't do a Michael J. Fox impression.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta tell you something. And Styles just goes, and this is a joke stolen by Eugene Merman, but it's true. He just goes, whoa, hey, what's his name? The character? Scott or something?
Was it Scott? Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, you're not gonna tell me you're gay, are you? And he's like, no, man, nothing like that. I'm not one of them. I'm not a queer for each other. No,
was this like an extra scene that they cut out or something?
No. That was a scene that made it into theaters, and I don't know, maybe the war on drugs got it cut out or something, but it's now marijuana's so okay, they allow that on ABC Family. So that's how I saw that scene again. Like that. And I don't
think I've ever seen that scene.
Oh, well.
I thought I had seen like a DVD copy or a tape copy of the movie.
Him and Styles are rooting around in the garage. And he goes, no, you ain't gay, are you? And then he goes, no, man, look, Styles, turn around and look. And Styles turns around and he's a werewolf. He's just, hey, I'm Michael J. Fox, the werewolf. And Styles goes, and I quote, oh, this is beautiful. He sees nothing but opportunity from his buddy that's a werewolf.
Actually sounds, maybe I have seen that scene.
You had to have seen that scene.
I swear.
It's such a great scene.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, it's kind of weird that being gay in this universe is worse than being a werewolf.
I still think that if the werewolves happen today,
Yeah.
more people, or most of the Christians would probably still kill the gays first.
No, werewolves are children under God. As long as it fucks she-werewolves, they can do whatever they want. They can, they get stuck together, hose them down. But yeah,
that is kind of strange.
And have you ever noticed with Michael J. Fox, he is the best actor at looking clumsy, I think, in the history of acting. Like when he runs, like he
does have that.
He has this weird, like he always trips over his feet when he's running away.
Maybe that was like early signs nobody caught.
Oh no. No.
I don't know. I never thought of that.
No, I'm saying this, is that he's clumsy in the most graceful way imaginable. Like, he always looks like he's about to, like,
good at
shit. I don't know. Yeah, lots of that. But he's clumsy as fucking everything. He's always falling over shit. Tons of pratfalls. Like, he's always running away from something and he loses his footing just a little bit or trips over his own feet or runs and does some weird half a spin move out of a diner. Like, I don't know if it was Back to the Future 2 or Back to the Future, where he's running out of...
It was 2.
It was a 2. He's running out of the diner, maybe away from Biff or something. Or Griff. Yeah, the cartoon version of Biff. Fucking Griff. Fuck Back to the Future 2 as well. That movie can suck a cock. Anyway, but he's running out, and he's like, oh, I gotta get away! But he's like running in these weird circles where you're sitting there going, he's gonna fall any minute. And he doesn't! He just gets up and runs. And
he's actually Spider-Man.
He's actually Spider-Man. The worst part is
and
about
he fucked his mom.
That's
allegedly.
what gave him. That's what gave him the Parkinson's. Yeah, the Christians wouldn't be down with that either. You can be a teen wolf. Don't fuck your mom, wolf. Did you know one little thing about the DeLorean, the actual car, the DeLorean? Not the Back to the Future DeLorean.
I understand.
How fast does that car have to get to go back in time?
I mean, on the movie, 88.
Yeah, which makes there's absolutely no reason why any car, if you have a time machine, once your car gets to 88 miles an hour, your time machine works. That makes no sense. But in real life, the actual DeLorean, like the for real DeLorean, the maximum you could go in it was 85 miles an hour.
That doesn't surprise me.
You couldn't.
It was a novelty hit the whole way. I mean,
it was a coke-fueled idea.
That was in no way meant to ever be a thing. That if it wasn't for Back to the Future, you probably would have never heard of a DeLorean at this point.
No, absolutely. The DeLorean was actually gaining popularity. I mean, there were a lot of problems with it. But then John DeLorean got busted, like, buying all that coke from a fucking, like, DEA or FBI agent. That didn't make it into Back to the Future, I'll tell you that much. Doc wasn't sitting there in the future going, "Oh no, my stash! It was in the trunk of the time machine! I was going to go to the future and party it the fuck up!" But
Yeah.
Fuck Back to the Future. No, I love Back to the Future.
So you love Michael J. Fox.
I
but
love
you
Michael
hate
J.
every
Fox.
single movie he's in.
I kind of do now. I kind of do. I don't like Back to the Future. Oh no. Okay. Here's the thing. I get it. I get the Back to the Future movies, and yes, but I remember as a kid, like 10 or 11 years old, going to the theater to see Back to the Future Part 2. By the end of it, I was just like, I don't need to come to the theater to see Part 3. I'm done. Tapped out. Maybe I'll rent it on VHS. I'm done. I hated Back to the Future Part 2. It got dark, and I don't, like, they made everyone in the future like a fucking anime cartoon. Mm-hmm. Griff is all jacked up on fucking... No. Even the old Marty McFly, played by the legendary thespian Michael J. Fox, is a stupid caricature of a failure of an old man.
Did you say that was the original actor of?
Oh, what?
You said the man himself?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox. Even Michael J. Fox can't pull off...
Did you say he was the original actor?
I guess. I don't know what I said.
Okay. He wasn't actually the original actor. So.
Well, you
got
some Eric Stoltz notes written down? Oh!
No, I did not have it
baby.
written down. I just knew that.
Let's talk, baby. I'll talk about some Eric Stoltz Back to the Future with you. That movie never would have worked with Eric Stoltz.
Oh, no. I mean, he's I don't think I had heard of him before Butterfly Effect, and I know you might not get that reference, but...
No, I saw the Butterfly Effect.
He's in it for, like...
He's a child molester.
Yeah.
He molests a young Ashton Kutcher and Amy Smart.
Yep. That was the first time I can actually, like, consciously remember knowing the name Eric Schultz.
Even like back with Pulp Fiction?
Was that before or after Pulp Fiction?
It had to have been way after Pulp Fiction. The Butterfly Effect happened when I was like in college. Pulp Fiction was high school.
Was it? Okay.
He was the heroin dealer in Pulp Fiction.
I mean, I know, but I'm pretty sure I was in high school.
You'd never seen Mask?
He was in the second one, though, right?
What the second what one?
Was he in the first Mask?
There's no, not the Mask.
Oh, you're talking about the
Mask, the fucking Rocky Dennis fuck up face, the Easter Island on shoulders guy.
You said Mask.
Yeah, I'll take my mask off when you take your mask off, you son of a bitch. Line from the movie, great movie. I think Cher won an Oscar for it, or if she didn't, she should have. Cher should have won every Oscar for that movie. As should have Sam Elliott as her heart of gold biker boyfriend.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I think I maybe watched that movie half a time back when I was about 8. I have never seen it since. So
it's a good movie.
Any reference? I knew Cher was in it. I would have gotten that. Other than that, I didn't know anybody else.
Eric Stoltz's Mask. I mean,
is it
Rocky
Stoltz or Schultz? I'm confused.
Oh, it's Stoltz.
It might be Stoltz.
I don't know. Hey, wait a minute.
It doesn't matter.
The fact that you can
MJF.
That's exactly. The fact that what you know Eric Stoltz for, his best work, is one where you could not see his actual face, Mask, is why we're talking about Michael J. Fox and not Eric Stoltz. Yeah. Fuck him. No, I say fuck things a lot.
Yeah, well,
I guess I'm just an angry guy.
Yeah, you are.
And here's the worst part. Like, okay, I sent you one thing we have to talk about is Michael J. Fox, and I didn't say Michael J. Fox. You didn't get this reference, and it was A to the J to the F to the Shakes.
M to the J.
M to the J to the F to the Shakes.
Yeah, no, I get it now.
Yeah, and
I actually feel better as a person for not getting it.
I don't blame you, because here's the thing: you
gotta get every little bit.
You can't make fun of Michael J. Fox.
No, you can.
Can you? I can't.
But you can only do it in jest. You can't do it in like.
I can only make fun of him in a mean way.
Okay.
Do you have any... No, the Back to the Future 4 joke I made out there. Back to the Future 4. Its title is...
It's hard to watch one of his interviews.
Oh,
I was watching one from a couple years ago. And do you remember
he
that?
He moves around like he's shadowboxing.
Yeah. Did you hear about that whole thing where he endorsed some Democrat? for something. And Rush Limbaugh, like, fucking was, like, making fun of him, saying that he was faking and shit like that.
I think I kind of remember that. No, he
was like, really?
He went and spoke on Capitol Hill. He got some flack because there was a rumor that he purposely didn't take his meds that day.
Now, I'm not going to argue with that.
To make his symptoms that much worse.
Yeah.
He actually wrote a book called like Memoirs of an Eternal Optimist or something. And he said he went like into the Himalayas and lived with Himalayan people for a few weeks. And he said, I don't know if it was because the air was thinner or something like that. He goes, but my symptoms weren't as bad. Like he didn't shake and move.
If he didn't breathe as much, his symptoms were as bad. Maybe that.
Maybe all Parkinson's people just need to be choked a little bit all the time.
That's
maybe that's the answer. Oh, well, I'm getting shaky. All right, come here, Grandma. All right.
You had to go, Grandma?
Well, I don't know very many children with Parkinson's, Shawn.
No, I didn't mean. You were like very specific about it being an old woman. I just thought that was interesting. It says a lot about who you are as a person. Do we want to deconstruct that?
No. What it means is that I'm looking for an excuse to choke an old woman.
Okay.
No, she doesn't have Parkinson's.
Have you met my mother?
You get her to like, you get her to twerk weird or something. I'll be like, yep, she got Parkinson's. Let's make this happen, Captain. Let's light this candle.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, get me my belt.
I'm glad I didn't take that step because my computer would be covered in...
And this is Michael J. Fox's fault for having fucking Parkinson's that I say these things. I'm an innocent victim in all this.
I think he would... See, the thing is, like, you know, watched him in an interview, I think he would just get a joke... Like, he'd get a trip out of it. He wouldn't... Like, if you were...
Oh, no,
because
like, I love
like,
Michael J. Fox.
I don't know.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Secret of My Success. Nobody has ever seen that movie. And it's such a good movie.
I'll put him as the best lead character of Back to the Future. I'll give him that.
You kind of have to.
That's the fucking point of me making that.
Yes, he's the best thing about the Back to the Future movies. Everything else is kind of like, ugh. And I remember one thing that was great about the Back to the Future movies is you really could believe Marty McFly as a kid. Like, that Marty McFly was a badass. Because that was the guy from Family Ties doing it.
Yeah, I was... Looking back on that, I thought I had watched more of that show, but apparently
I hadn't. Yeah. Same here, because it comes on reruns, and I consider myself like, oh no, I watch Family Ties all the time, and then I realize like maybe I watched 2 seasons.
Maybe I watched an episode.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, Valerie's dumb. I remember that now. Oh no, Mallory. Hey, Mallory.
I didn't even know to correct you.
Yeah. Then there's Tina Yothers. Tina Yothers. She played the other girl child. Fucking Brian Bonsall. Do you remember that kid?
I have no idea what you're saying.
Well, it's a name to start. Brian Bonsall. Okay. In later years of Family Ties, also
this is
because
the father thing that you were talking about. I thought never mind.
No. The Keaton family had another child late in life, a little boy, played by Brian Bonsall, and I think that part of it was that Michael J. Fox like was blowing up so much. They're like, well, we gotta take the load off of him. Or something, I don't know. But they decided to bring in this kid. Maybe ratings were dipping, I don't know. And he was later in a bunch of like Disney movies, like Blank Check and shit like that. Brian Bonsall.
I have no idea who you're talking
Somebody might listen to this. And when I give them this next fact about Brian Bonsall, your mind is going to be fucking blown. He is now all tatted up, got neck tattoos and shit. He works construction. Almost all of his acting money is gone. He was worth millions at one point as a child. And apparently, like, multiple times convicted of, like, beating up women.
Well, sometimes you gotta punch a hooker.
What if, because of his... What if, because of his connection with Michael J. Fox, they bonded, he loves him, and he thought, what if by punching hookers and choking them could I cure Parkinson's? Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe it's a public service.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Oh, I just have this written down.
I'll just leave you dangling out there.
You mentioned you wanted to talk about Spin City.
I mean, I watched the show. I didn't really.
This is just a little joke. This is just a little joke I came up with. It's like, yeah, well, they replaced Michael J. Fox with Charlie Sheen. Guess what? Charlie Sheen sometimes gets the shakes too.
That's for damn sure. I'm sure he gets more than the shakes.
Oh, damn it. Well, at least my drink was empty.
Well, that's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else that you want to talk about?
No, not really.
Not really.
Doc Holliday was a decent movie, but Hollywood.
Doc Hollywood, you son of a bitch.
Again.
You did it again. You are not a fan. Kill yourself. No. Don't kill yourself. Bridget Fonda in that movie, huh?
Yeah, that was nice.
Bridget Fonda.
Wait a minute, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was Bridget Fonda. Bridget Fonda,
there's two
Woody
women.
Harrelson, and then the other chick. Who wasn't Bridget Fonda.
That's right, okay.
And Bridget Fonda was Bridget Fonding it up in that one, bro.
It's the other one, you see your tits.
In Doc Hollywood?
Yeah. She's like coming out of the water.
I thought that was Bridget Fonda.
It might have been. Damn.
Bridget Fonda was the single white female.
I bought that movie and I still never watched it.
Single white female?
No,
Doc Hollywood?
Yeah, like I watched it a bunch when I was a kid, and I bought it again because it was like $3 in one of the Walmart bins. So I bought it, and I was like, I'm going to watch that, and then never did. That was like 6 years ago.
It's not good.
I remember liking it. I remember watching it a bunch when I was a kid and really liking it.
Your daddy's chewing tobacco. That fucking line, like Michael J. Fox is convinced like this kid's about to die and he's about to airlift him out of the fucking town, and the old doctor comes in and he goes, charge him $10 and give him a Coke. Yeah. No.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm at the point with all these movies. It's like I love them just for nostalgia's sake. The stories are fun. The particulars do not matter. Back to the Future is, hey, you guys want to make a time travel movie where we don't even use science at all? Because using plutonium to get a cargo back in time probably has the same amount of energy as a bolt of fucking lightning. Is that even possible? You're the science guy.
Possible for what?
For plutonium to equal the same as lightning. No.
That doesn't even make sense what you just said.
Like I said, I'm not the scientist here. You are.
No, I mean, it's obviously flawed. We can't travel time. Time is not...
It's linear. One way.
Yeah. Now, there are different perceptions, obviously, because different frames of reference, but that's really... That's why time is... Or, it's all relative, as opposed to... It's all retrospective.
Oh, God.
Which is what I prefer to say.
Fair enough.